And then, of course, we got to get to it. I told you I'm not going to duck the smoke. Come at me. I know we went at it in the comments a few times before, about this, about Florida State, the massacre in Miami. True freshman Brock Glenn, 9 for 26, 139 yards, 2 interceptions. Florida State snake bitten. They were able to move the ball down the field early, but they kept turning the ball over. They couldn't convert. They couldn't do anything once they got within range. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and do the thing. We know that 25 plus players were missing. We know that starting wide receivers, top 2 running backs, quarterback that was supposed to play, tight end, top 5 draft pick. We know these people didn't play. Georgia was missing some people too, but obviously not to that extent. Brock Bowers didn't play for one, so you got to take that into account. This does not prove anything one way or the other. This does not prove that the committee got it right. This does not prove that Florida State did not belong. But let's stay there for a second. What this shows is that you left it up to kids to do what you wanted them to do and what you felt the right thing was. So you thought, and I was guilty of it too. We thought that these kids that sat out should have wanted to play, prove a point, beat Georgia, 2-time defending national champion, and let everybody know we belonged. There were talks about certain polls, AP and others, that would name Florida State number 1 and have a split national championship or whatever. That was the talk. But we're talking about 18 to 22-year-old kids that are just pawns in this game of money. These kids don't give a damn about what you think they should do, what you want them to do, because you know what they did? They went out here and they won 13 games, unblemished, won their conference championship, and they were told by a bunch of dudes sitting around in suits that it didn't matter. So why should they jump through hoops to make you happy when all you did was shit on them? Now, college football has a problem. And one of the problems is we don't respect results on the field. For example, even using Georgia as the team here, I saw somebody the other day after they beat Florida State, somebody said, see, Georgia belongs in the playoffs. And then somebody said, yeah, they're better than Alabama. Did I not see Alabama beat Georgia a couple of weeks ago at the SEC title game in Atlanta, Georgia, by the way? Did I not see that? All I heard about was, oh, Texas beat Alabama in week 2. Stop the sentence. Texas beat Alabama. But before Jordan Travis got hurt, the talk was, well, they wouldn't beat Alabama today. I think Alabama has improved since then. Alabama should get in the playoff over Texas. Stop it. Respect the results. Now, I mentioned college football has a problem, the transfer portal. I'm all for the transfer portal from the standpoint of these players having the right to take their careers into their hands. They have the right to make money from an institution. Well, they're not even getting paid by the teams of the NCAA, but they're able to get this money because schools like the Big Ten schools are divvying up a $7 billion TV contract that these players don't get anything off of, as if the Big Ten commissioner is out on the field taking snaps, right? So I'm not going to sit up here and say Florida State would have won if we had our full arsenal. What I will say, it's a damn shame that we'll never know. And instead of trying to prove a fact that doesn't exist, we should just want better.